Police filed charges against a Florida pastor who said they whipped 16 kids with a belt. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have a pastor who took it upon himself to beat 16 children because they were acting out of line. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. There are new details emerging about the Florida pastor who say whipped at least 16 children with his belt after being told the students had been disrespectful and misbehaving in class. Pastor Terence Gray allegedly told students at Alpha Learning Academy in Orlando that he was doing this so they don't go down the path and end up on the streets, as he belted each of them 3 times in the front of their classmates, according to a case filed by the Orlando Police Department. When the parents of those students learned about their children being hit later that day, they immediately reached out to the Orlando Police Department. On the first day, police met with 12 families whose children had all been whooped by Gray, 2 of whom suffered minor injuries. In the days that followed, police spoke to more students and school personnel before submitting their 33-page report to the state attorney's office for the 9th Judicial Circuit. The report includes detailed descriptions of what allegedly happened that day from all parties involved in the incident. Police say that Gray's assistant, Kendra Marsh, told them that she tried to stop Gray at one point. I'm going to read an excerpt of what happened, and it's very long and lengthy. I'm just going to give you, one of them. I'll put the remainder of it in the link in the description, and that way you can go on and read in your own leisure. I want to get this story in and out, let you know. Be on your merry way. Enjoy the rest of your day. March said Gray entered the class and asked who was acting up, "Come here." March said one of the teachers directed the kids who were acting out to Gray. Gray said, "Come here, son." And the kid held the chair. March said she heard 2 pops. March said she turned around and noticed Gray hit the little boy. March said she walked over to Gray and told him to stop. March said she turned her back and started crying. March left the room to notify the principal of what's going on. Now, that's his assistant that was crying. The kid get hit, but she started crying. I don't know, go figure. But, I'm going to, now one of the kids said, one of the young children spoke about being hit by Gray. Gray took off his brown belt and folded it. He was holding a metal piece of the belt when he whooped on his right thigh. Said he fell to the ground and started crying. Stated that the other students were crying and was watching and laughing. Now, like I said, this goes on and on. You can go on and read the rest of the story and what's going on. I got a few choice words for this one, and you'll be surprised what I'll say. First and foremost, we got the pastor that goes out, all right, and he's beating the kids, right? Now, in my opinion, he should not have done that, okay? I understand he's a pastor. I understand he had a good meaning or a good, reason why he would want to do so to prevent these kids from going down a road that they don't want to go down, okay? I get that. As the pastor, what I would have liked him to do is to contact the people at home, meaning mom, dad, grandmom, older sister, auntie, uncle, pop, whomever it is that's watching this child, okay, and who's responsible for him, and mention it to them. Now, I understand his reasoning is to keep them from living a life of crime. Now, what I will say is this. In the Bible, right? I'll read you an excerpt. I'm going to put it on the screen while I'm reading it. That way, you won't think I'm kind of off. Now, this is Proverbs 23, right? Now, it simply says, do not withhold correction from a child. If you beat him with a rod, he will not die. And you can replace the word rod with whatever you want to replace it with, right? You shall beat him with a rod, okay? And then it goes on to say that he will live and, he will not see death or whatever, right? So now, that's a proverb, right? And we all know, Proverbs. We all know that the Proverbs are, it's words of wisdom, okay? It lets you know, the direction you should go. We all know that the Bible, for those who follow the Bible, the acronym for the Bible is BIBLE, basic instructions before leaving Earth, okay? Everyone doesn't follow the Bible to a T. I'm not perfect. I don't follow the Bible to a T. You know what I'm saying? None of us do. I mean, we try to do the best that we could possibly do to live a good, wholesome, and clean life and do what we're supposed to do. But it doesn't always, transpire like that. Now, if he could have reached out to those parents and said, listen, this child is doing so-and-so, and in a conversation, he could have mentioned, hey, would you like me to pop him or whatever? More than likely, I think all I'm going to say no, because if it was my child, no, you don't have to beat him. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. When he get home or she get home, whatever, we're going to tighten them up. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't need outsiders beating on the kids. I understand back in the day, it used to be a thing where the entire neighborhood would just beat up on you when you was out of line. And that's to keep you, from going to prison, tighten you up, getting you right. When I was a kid, I stayed getting the beating, okay? I wasn't abused, you know what I'm saying? And in the words of today's child, yes, I was abused, okay? But at the end of the day, when I look back on it, I don't think I was abused. Matter of fact, I know I wasn't abused. I've gotten a lot of beating, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten beatings for people. I've gotten beatings because of stuff that I done, okay? The whole gist behind it was what the pastor was saying. The pastor basically is just old school. I'm not against kids getting beatings. I'm definitely not. Because when you look at it, oh, you're abusing your child. It's too many of you parents out there that want to be best friends with your child. Why do you need your child to be your child's best friend? You don't have any friends as adults? You don't have, people that you can, coexist. You can't work with the mom or the dad, whomever I'm talking to co-parent with the child. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have a conversation like that. I mean, listen, it's too much of this. I want to be my child's best friend. Your child was not brought to earth for you to be their best friend. You can be friends with your children, okay? But they ain't got to be your best friend. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. No, they're not, okay? As much as I love my daughters, and Lord knows I love my daughters, okay? I love them both. They're not my besties, okay? They're my daughters, all right? We do some fun things together, okay? And we'll do some other things that, we need to do if we need to do it, okay? Meaning they get out of line, well, they got a pretty price to pay. Now, one of my daughters is a grown woman, so, I really can't run around beating up on her, but nor would I want to, but, it's just one of them situations where people act like you can't discipline your kids. You see those kids that you see out in the streets robbing, stealing, okay, bullying, all types of stuff. Those are the kids that don't get beatings. Those are the kids that's doing whatever the hell they want to do, okay? Those kids running around with all black on in the streets and the gangs and all that kind of stuff. Those are the kids that the parents was like, no, that's my king. That's my young soldier. And then, no. If this little motherfucker get out of line, you beat his ass. You let him know, listen, this is not what you're going to do. Because at the end of the day, especially black folks, okay, you get out of line. Your mom and dad let you slide, guess who's going to get you? Mom and dad may not beat you, but them cops going to beat the fuck out of your ass. Excuse my French, but you already know what's coming. You know what's coming, okay? They run around with a billy club. They got the taser. They got the gun. Hell, they got their car. They're going to do whatever they got to do. They get you. They're going to triple team you and be whooping your ass, okay? Now, guess what? If you was listening as a child and did what you needed to do and stay out of the way, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Because I've gotten beatings. But I can tell you one thing I don't have, a record, okay? A record. 0 times incarcerated. You know why? Because my peoples kept me in line, kept me straight. You know what I'm saying? Until I was old enough to fend for myself and to understand to do the right things at all times, no matter how much it felt like I wanted to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So it may not feel like the right thing to do, but it is the right thing to do. Okay? So am I opposed to kids getting beaten? No. I am opposed to other people beating my kids. Okay? If they my kids and they out of line, let me take care of that. Let mom take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Whomever the guardian is. Everybody ain't gonna be taking turns, you know what I'm saying, just beating up on my kid. Hey, pastor, you want to lick? Yo, you the teacher. You want to get some of this too? Hey, officer, you want to beat him too? Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, okay? So pastor was definitely out of line. He should have checked himself, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes when you got a title and you up there, you feel like you're invincible. So, and that's not the case, all right? So, moral of the story is discipline is not bad, okay? But just don't go overboard with it. I'm not advocating for you to go out there to beat your kid every single day and make him scared shitless or whatever, you know, just to look at you and, you know, no, we're not doing that. If you get out of line, you tighten their belt up, you let them know what the deal is, and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but hopefully it gets better. Hopefully people understand how to handle discipline and what to do as far as discipline is concerned. But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself. On my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. On my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AB's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Keep hitting it. It'll bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself. Also come visit me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can Google me, AMG's POV, and you got quite a few things that'll pop up, you know, so check your boy out. You know, I'm all over the internet. I love every single one of y'all. Thanks for coming out. I'll talk to you later. Peace.